Hello guys and welcome back to a new video. Today we have the brand new Subaru Forester. This is the 2025 model Europe version that come with a 2-liter petrol engine, 4-cylinder, horizontally opposite array. I will show you exactly in a second how it works. Also, it comes with a Lineartronic CVT automatic transmission, and it's a mild hybrid. That means it has also an electric motor and also a 48-volt battery. I will try to explain you before we start driving a little bit about those systems, but if you want to see more explanation, more technical data, I have a separate video on my channel where you can see the full review and all the information, interior, exterior, all that stuff. Definitely check out that video because it's really interesting. In this video we will focus on driving, and we will talk about how this mild hybrid system work, how are the suspension, because they improve the suspension, they improve the body stiffness, so the car should be better, sound insulation should be better, also this mild hybrid system, and in general the engine, the transmission should work better. Also, it's permanently all-wheel drive. As you probably know, they call it symmetrical all-wheel drive, so it's one of the unique cars in this class that offer you all-wheel drive system permanently. I have with me the top of the range version. That means it comes with 19-inch rims. It starts from 18, those are 19. And by the way guys, if you are in Romania and Bucharest, check out SMT Paladi. I will leave the link in the description, also on the screen, so you can definitely check them out. And why is that? Because they have for the moment a 5,000 euro discount on all versions. That means from the price list you can subtract 5,000 euro. Very good price, very good offer these days. So it's probably one of the best offer on the market on a car these days. Anyway, let's start. This is the key, by the way. Simple, light key, keyless entrance. By the way, you can lock the car by having your finger here. You can lock it just like that, having your hands right here. It comes with electric folding mirrors. Also, by the way, ventilated brake disc on the rear, ventilated brake disc on the front. It comes with 4 pistons on the front. Very good brakes, very powerful brakes for the size and shape of the car. Also the interior, because we have the top of the range trim, look fantastic. I love the interior, the panoramic glass roof, those leather seats in brown combination with Alcantara on the side, and then black leather, and they are perforated, they are heated, they are not ventilated, but they look extremely nice. The combination, the interior feel quite premium, and I like that. Electric adjustable seats for the driver, normal pedals, by the way. Let's go inside. I will leave the key right here. I want to give you some technical data about the car, and then we will start driving. I want to adjust the seats. You can adjust it electrically, very simple. You can adjust the mirrors electrically, very simple from here. Let me adjust the other one, super simple, all the adjustment, the glasses. By the way, let me start the engine. Here's the start stop engine button. The glass on the front, it's a little bit thicker, and on the rear it's a little bit smaller. That to improve the sound insulation at high speeds, and also in the city. You will see as we go. I will test it on the highway, we will go in the city, so we will test all those situations. We will reset also the consumption. I love the fact that steering wheel, by the way, it's in leather. Love the stitches, the brown stitches. Physical button for all the functions. So we have physical button for cruise control and autopilot. We have physical button for all that other settings and other, for example, telephone, voice command, and volume. Here we have S and I, different driving modes. S is kind of a sport mode, and I from intelligent, it's more like economical mode. And if you look on the screen, it shows you exactly how the power is distributed and will come. You see, it's more linear or more straight in the beginning. Climatic system, it's here on the screen, but it's very easy to adjust, and I like that. You have a combination of physical buttons with touch buttons. Love the way it is. I like it. Plus you have also defrosting buttons around here, wireless charging for your phone down here, USB ports. You have everything you need. Good visibility around the windows, because the A pillar, it's quite straight, so you have a fantastic visibility around the windows. And you have also a tall driving position, so sitting here, immediately you will notice that you sit pretty high on the road, so visibility is good also in the mirrors. Now let me give you some technical data before we start driving. The version that I have with me is the top of the range version. As I said, it's a mild hybrid e-boxer. It comes with a e-boxer engine which is horizontally array, so it sits really low. This is the advantage. It sits really low and the cylinders are just like that. It's working like that, not in line, not in V. It's just working horizontally. That means the center of gravity of the car it's lower, that have a better stability on the road as well. Very great stuff. Also, the most biggest advantage of these Subaru cars is the fact that they offer you 8 years and unlimited kilometer, which is just incredible. It's one of the best warranty on the market these days, plus this 5,000 euro discount. Man, you get this car for such a good price. It's so reliable, and that's why they offer you this kind of warranty, because they really trust those systems that they make. The starting price in the entry-level version is 41,540 euro, and the top of the range version that we have today, the starting price is 48,190 euro, and then subtract 5,000, but this is around here depending which country you are. 2-liter engine, 4 cylinders, opposite horizontally, plus electric motor, power 16.7 horsepower, 66 newton meters. The total power of the car is 136 horsepower, 182 newton meter here in Europe, but in North America you can get a bigger engine, 2.5 liter. Probably I will talk about that in another video. Battery capacity 0.57 kilowatt hour. Top speed 188 km per hour, 0 to 100 in 12.2 seconds. Consumption around 7.8 liters. We will test out in this video. CO₂ emission 177 grams, and the gearbox, it's a Lineartronic CVT transmission. I will talk about that, automatic transmission. Fuel tank capacity 48 liter. Ground clearance 22 centimeters, pretty good. The weight of the car 1,717 kilograms. Towing capacity 1,870 kilograms with the brakes. Front suspension MacPherson independent. Rear suspension independent dual link, that mean double wishbone, and the turning circle 10.8 meters. 19-inch wheels, I already tell you. Those are the most important technical data. Let me put the seat belt, reset the consumption, and we start driving. Down here you have 2 buttons, electronic handbrake, and you have this button here, view from the 360 degrees view, which you have on the top of the range version. This is electronic handbrake. We don't have physical button for auto hold, but you have a button for auto hold. This is AVH. This can be activated from here all the time you start the car. Auto hold, you can activate it from here. Climatic system is down. Here you have a button that gets you to the most important settings of the car, like traction control, different driving modes, and the car come with kind of 3 different driving modes. Normal mode, which you drive on the streets. You have snow and dirt, and then you have deep snow and mud, and then the car will react differently, will split the power differently depending on the surface, on the different conditions. So it's a very smart system that's able to distribute the power between the front and rear axle. Now, cruise control, this is a super smart stuff. Cruise control, acceleration, and from here you can choose how aggressive to be cruise control. When you set the cruise control, I will show you on the highway, you can set how aggressive to be, and I will show you. This is one of smart feature that not many cars have. It's just unique. I think only Subaru, and I don't know other car which have this feature. It's just Subaru. It's so smart. I think this will come on all the cars in the future. Driver assistance systems, all that safety features are around here. Speed assistant, more settings here, but there are so many safety features here. You can activate, deactivate. Super simple. Up here you have the oil temperature, the water temperature, and the average speed. And then of course we have here the car information that shows you what happened with energy in real time. Maintenance, I will show you also this one. And on the first page you have the map with the navigation, which is pretty good. It's a little bit delayed, so it has a little bit of lag, but once you set it up, it's very good. On the front we have a combination of analogical screen with digital screen, and you can kind of configure it. On the upper side, this is a nice graphic that shows you what happened in real time with the energy, and you can see when the car recuperate energy in the battery, when it drive in electric mode, because it's able to drive in electric mode even though it's a mild hybrid. So it's kind of a mild hybrid plus, so it can go also in electric. And here is the average speed, and I will reset it right now just like that on the trip B, so we can see what kind of numbers we can get. And then you can see here how much gas you save in the trip, and the tire pressure and so on. So yeah, I will leave it like that. So I reset it, let's drive. Put it in drive, and by the way, now we have also auto hold activated, but you can change also the speed manually from those pedals here behind the steering wheel if you want to. You can go in manual and you change the speed manually if you want to. I don't know if it makes any sense. The turning circle is very good, 10.8 meter. Even though it's a SUV, relatively big, you can turn it around super easy in small spaces. And when you go in reverse, you can see the reverse camera, it's activated. So you can see the active lines that help you guide you park. And then if you press this button, you can see from above. You can see also from above and reverse. It's okay, it's not the best on the market, but it's very useful and it's more than enough for everybody. You can understand it easy. Now let's driving. As long as you have enough battery, we don't have enough battery because we sit here in place to film the car, and because I sit in place to film the car, the battery was empty, and right now the petrol engine is running in the beginning in order to charge the battery, and also the battery is charged when you press the brake, when you go downhill. And it's almost like a full hybrid, because the car is able to drive in electric as long as it has battery. You can see now we have one line with blue battery. As long as you have battery, you can drive in electric, and when you don't have, the car will also it's able to charge the battery. The petrol engine is all able to charge the battery. Otherwise, I like very much the fact that the steering wheel is quite light and assisted, and it's easy to go around in the city. Also, if you put it in sport mode or S mode, like S Intelligent, it's still relatively assisted, so it doesn't feel different. Let me leave it on I first, because it gives you more linear power and we can drive more economical. But surprisingly, have been improved the steering right now. It has a new system which is much better from my point of view. It's much nicer feeling. It has a much better feedback to the wheels, which I like very much. So steering have been improved, the body stiffness have been improved, suspensions are also very comfortable. I'm so surprised how good the suspensions are. They're super soft. Over small to medium bumps are perfect. Over big bumps, then you feel, look at this, big bumps, then you feel a little bit stiffer. But the fact that you have double wishbone on the rear and kind of dual link, and independent MacPherson on the front, pretty good suspension. So I would say from 1 to 10 I will give it a 9. So there are really good suspensions. Sound insulation at low speed, it's pretty good, so you don't hear too much noise from outside. That's also a very good thing. You see, we charge already 2 lines on the battery. Other than that, body stiffness have been improved, and you will see also, you will feel that in combination with the suspension at high speeds on the highway, when you go left and right. Yeah, on the curves should have great handlings. We will drive a little bit in the city and then we will go on the highway, so we can So the good part is that at low speed, even though outside screaming and stuff, you don't hear too much noise from the exterior, which is pretty good. And it's a pleasant ambient driving the car. I drive it also yesterday a lot, and doesn't feel like an affordable car, like the price you pay when you're driving it. Even though it doesn't look like, when you're driving it, it feels relatively premium. So the system, this e-boxer system and transmission have been improved a lot by Subaru, and it feels quite premium. It feels linear, it feels nice when you accelerate. It's almost having the feeling like you're driving an electric car. And the good part is also that the engine is not so noisy, so I don't hear too much noise from the engine. Now when it's driving electric mode, because now we have enough electricity, you see right now we are driving electric, only electric, for a certain distance, short distance. But the cool part is that when you're driving electric for short distances, the car will make a sound, will produce a sound, an interesting sound, like electric sound noise, so the people around you will know you're here, you know. This is the blind spot view monitoring, the light here in the corner. Yeah, you see when you're driving a little bit faster and you go in curves, then you feel the suspension, the setup of the suspension and the body difference and stiffness, and then you know exactly how the car has been improved. You hear the sound? You know, when you drive in electric, it's just producing this interesting sound. Now, another interesting thing, it's a CVT, and Subaru did an interesting idea, you know. At some point, as long as you don't push the acceleration too hard, then it will simulate kind of a gear shifter, you know. It will simulate this, and it will make that just to give you the impression that it's not so linear and so aggressive. And the cool part is that you don't hear the engine too loud, and that's very important. The sound insulation from the engine to the cabin have been improved, and it's much better. Also, the seats have been improved, and I definitely feel that. I feel like the seats are extremely good made. You have great side support and super good comfort, and I wouldn't change anything to the seats and to the comfort, to the steering wheel quality. I like it very much. Overall, I think it's a very well built car. Of course, it has a few kind of classic oldish thing like the digital analogical cockpit, but if that doesn't bother you, and also the multimedia, it has the ergonomy of the car, the buttons and every single settings, it's very well arrayed. This is very important for me, to have a good array, because in this way you can change every settings extremely easy. And by the way, we will drive with climatic system on level 1 low, just for the test, like I test all the cars. That's also for the test that I did with other cars in the past. So when we check the consumption in the end, we can look at this. Also, we go a little bit in the city, then we go on the highway, and we will make a mix, like a real life driving scenarios. So we will see what kind of numbers we can get. They claim around 7.8 liters VLTP, but we can see from our test what kind of numbers we can get. Now you see the batteries start to charge, and we have almost half battery, and you can see the graphic there with what happened in real time with the energy. When you're braking, the car will recuperate the energy back into the battery, like an electric car, like a full hybrid, you see. And here you can see with blue and green what happened with the energy and the information of the position of the car. Also, you barely know, I mean, when you press the brake, you don't feel like when the car is recuperating the energy. You feel like you're driving a normal internal combustion engine car, like a normal automatic car, and from time to time you have the impression like you're driving an electric car. But you don't feel the difference when you press the brake. You don't know when it's recuperate or physical brake. You don't know that. You don't feel it. It's good transition, and it's also a good transition between driving in petrol and driving in electric. Also, it's very smooth and silent, the transition, so you don't notice it. You can see now it was electric, and then now it's kicking the petrol, so you don't feel it. Sometimes when you press harder the acceleration, you hear the engine revs. Man, look at this. Wow, indeed they improved the stability. Wow, it's super stable. The rolling and the bouncing will have been improved. They say they improved from the previous version, and you definitely feel that. as power, I know many people will say like 2 liter, okay, 136 horsepower maybe is not enough, but trust me, it's more than enough. In this configuration with petrol engine and electric motor, it's more than enough. I mean, the car from 0 to 100, or 0 to 50, it's pretty quick. It's really quick, 0 to 50. 0 to 100, it's a little bit slower, but 0 to 50 and 0 to 60, around 50, 60, 70, it's pretty quick. So it starts quick. You feel like you're having a much bigger engine. And you have more than enough power to cross pass other cars, and I wouldn't complain about that. Plus, the fact that you have a 2 liter engine, pretty big, and you have an electric motor, and they limit the power to 136 horsepower, make the car be reliable in time. Check this out. From here we set up the cruise control. You can set the speed, and right now the autopilot, it's working. You can see right there on the front with green on the screen that and with green and blue, the car, it stay between the lanes, accelerate, keep the distance, brake, and look at this, it's working really good. It warns you from time to time to put your hands on the steering wheel. You can see it has some LED lights on the where usually it's the head-up display, and it's green right now. When it's green, it tells you that everything is fine, you're doing fine, the autopilot, it's running good. And look at this, it stays between the lanes perfectly. It has around 3 cameras up here to read the traffic speed limit signs, to read the cars ahead, to read the lanes. And man, it's so good. Eyesight, they call it. It has 5 new safety features from the previous version, and those safety features work extremely well. I'm so surprised. I was very surprised to see how good they work, and they level up at the level of any other premium super expensive car like Mercedes, BMW, even Tesla. It's pretty close because it stays perfectly between the lanes. All my tests with this autopilot was made, and the car was really impressive. And you feel like you can trust this system, you know, when you're driving, you feel like you can trust it. Right now we are driving 105 km per hour, and you can notice that you don't hear too much noise from outside. So definitely an improvement in terms of sound insulation from outside. If you level up the game and you go faster than 105, if you go to 110, then from 110 upwards, you start to hear a little bit of wind, because the body of the car, it's also an SUV, it's quite of boxy. You have plenty of space inside the car. Practicality, it's very good, but because it's boxy, over 110 km per hour, you start to hear a little bit of wind noise. Not too much, just a little bit. We will try to drive a little bit faster as well. From the tires, you hear a little bit of noise, not too much. But overall, I would say the sound insulation, it's pretty good. It's pretty decent. Also at this kind of speed, 110, right? You don't feel like the engine is struggling, right? So that's important. That's what I was telling you, explain you in the review, that you're having a big engine and also electric motor, limited at certain power. That doesn't mean that the engine doesn't have the power. It means that it's limited to this power and it doesn't use maximum capacity of his power. So that's very important. Now I will take the control, press the brake, and I take the control. Also at high speed, we will check on the other side. We go a little bit faster, but the car have a good stability, suspension setup, it's good. Also the fact that you have lower center of gravity and the car, it's pretty heavy, 1,700 kilograms. That mean you have also good stability, good control at high speeds. Right now press the brake and the car is just recuperating the energy back into the battery. You don't have option like other cars to recuperate the energy, like put it in B mode and make that recuperation, but you can press the brake and the car will recuperate. Now on the curves, it stays relatively good. It's lean a little bit, not too much, but a little bit. The fact that you have everything down, engine, It has a pretty good stability. Don't expect to be a sporty car, even though we put it in sport mode and S mode right now. Don't expect to be a sporty car. It's a comfortable car, family car, but it's pretty good setup for those type of cars. Now in S mode, the car it's very responsive, and the pedal is much more sensitive. I can feel that, and it's simulating changing the gears, but it's pretty quick, and also in the curves it sits really well. It has a good feedback, much better feedback to the wheels than the previous version. Yeah, you immediately feel good grip, good setup, and it's permanently all-wheel drive. That means the car drive the front and rear wheels in the same time, and it's splitting the power. It gives you the power exactly how it's supposed to give you, and that's good. Braking power, it's good. Have ventilated brake discs front and rear, plus 4 pistons on the front. It's not bad. I like the configuration. I like that the car is pretty unique. And for those of you that don't want to buy a 3-cylinder or small engines, you have this option. Now acceleration is not the quickest on the market, but you have more than enough power to go around on the highway and also to cross pass other cars. So I would say it's more than decent. It's not very quick, at least when you go at high speeds. For example, if you drive 120, 130 and then you want to accelerate and cross pass other cars, of course it's not super quick because the speed is somehow limited, but up to 130 it's super decent, super fine. Now driving 120, 130, you start to hear a little bit more wind noise, but not very strong. It's still decent, it's still very good. You can also set the cruise control at this kind of speeds, so the car will hold the speed, accelerate, brake. It has also a pretty decent control and stability at high speeds on the highway, which is again important. You will want to go in holiday with this car, but look at this. You still have plenty of power. It's more than decent. And over 125 you hear a little bit of wind noise, but still pretty good, pretty decent. It's a good cruiser overall because it's heavy, it's sit down, it's a pretty good cruiser, and the feedback that you get from the steering wheel at high speed, it's also good. Not too many vibrations. The engine doesn't produce too much noise. When you hear CVT, you would expect to hear more noise from the engine, but you don't. So it's a good setup. Now, until now, let's check. We have a full battery. Look at this. It's full blue battery now. It's full because we recuperate energy here. And now you will see we go in the city driving at low speeds. You will see that most of the time the car will drive in electric mode. That was a warning that it's a car on the side. So it has so many safety features, so many warnings. Even if you fall asleep at the driving, the car will stop automatically with hazard lights, which is super smart. So surprisingly, it comes with so many safety features. You wouldn't expect that. Again, was a warning because of that car around there. It goes easy around the corners in the roundabouts. It's doing a great job. It's a pleasant car to drive. It's a comfortable car. It's more set up to be comfortable, but surprisingly it has a pretty good stable driving feeling, and the steering it's great. And you know, in the same time, you know, they really set it up good, because you feel like you're driving easy on the city. It's easy, assisted steering wheel, but in the same time, when you go on the highway, you don't feel like it's too light or too assisted. You feel good. I mean, it's set up perfect for the both conditions, both areas. As I said, suspension over small to medium bumps is great. Over big bumps you feel a little bit stiffer, because they somehow also have to set up the suspension not very soft, otherwise will be too much leaning and around in corners. And then you see, now it's, you feel it. Even if you accelerate a little bit harder, you see, at those kind of speeds, it has more than enough power to give you. Yeah, Subaru know how to make those cars. And also when you drive it, it feels really solid. All the system, the way it works together, start stop, electric motor, petrol engine, transmission, all-wheel drive system, everything seems to be very solid, very well made. So that didn't have the impression that it's untrusty, or it doesn't give you the impression that it might broke something. But even though it's broke something, you have 8 years warranty or an unlimited kilometer. I always say that because I'm get used with the other car brands when it gives you 180 or 10 years or something like that. Here it's 8 years unlimited kilometers, which it's all around the car, which is super good, man. It's probably the best. I think Toyota and Subaru offer you the best warranty, depending which country you are now, because in every country might be different from country to country, so that's depending on which country you are. Good and easy go around the corners, and then the roundabouts pretty light. I want to show you also the parking and the cameras when you park, and then we will check the consumption and we take the conclusion. I like also visibility, it's extremely good. It's one of that car that you can blend in with it very easy. you see someone hit this traffic sign. It's a problem with those traffic signs because you don't see them. You see the other one the same, they hit it. You know, they're the same color as the road. You see, it's kind of gray. And then when you go in reverse, the camera cannot see it so well. That's why they hit those. I think they have to paint it, at least half of them. They have to paint it in white or red. I think that will be better, otherwise they will change it. Look, the other one there, it's also hit, and was another one here is no more there, it's down because people hit them. It's crazy. they have to paint them. Anyway, you see, this is the camera, and you have also these active lines going in drive, and then from here you can see also from above. You can see from above and side, and then put it on park, electronic handbrake. The climatic system was on low, and then let me show you. 9.1 liter was the consumption from 7.8. The way we drive highway and city, it's pretty good, pretty decent. We didn't have too much traffic, but it was fine, and we can see here we save 42 millimeter gas on our trip. So yeah, that was all. I hope was useful. I hope you get some useful information from here. If you want to find out more about this Subaru Forester, definitely check out the full review video. I have a separate video on my channel with it. There I give you all the detailed interior, exterior, material quality. Definitely check it out because you can get more infos. I will leave in the description of this video also all the detail and technical data of the car. If you want to see the car, test drive the car, buy the car, if you're in Bucharest, definitely check out SMT Paladi. I will leave the link there. They have 5,000 euro discount right now, plus they are super nice. They have all the models, you can already test drive them and see them, so definitely check it out. So that was the video, guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. That will help me a lot. Stay safe, and I see you soon in the next one. Bye, guys.